Hello, let's dive in. I have no intro, I don't care. Let's get into seeing what's going to come through. I'm going to use a tarot today. We'll see what happens. Don't read reversals. Oops. Let's do this. I'm going to take the top of that one. So the Eight of Cups, the Ace of Swords. Whoops. And, ooh, all right. So the Eight of Cups, the Ace of Swords, and the Knight of Cups. Okay, so there's definitely some emotion here. I get there is going to be first, there's a couple things. Number one, I heard the word closure initially with the Eight of Cups. So there's definitely some closure here around something. With the Ace of Swords, I feel like between this, I think this Knight of Cups is like someone external to you. If this applies to you, don't make it fit. But the Knight of Cups to me right now, this feels very external to you. It doesn't feel like it's part of you or anything you're doing. Knights are about action. Cups are about emotion. So it could be like a love offer. It could be an opening up of communication and someone talking about their feelings. It could also be an apology. The Eight of Cups here is really giving me this feeling of closure, a sense of closure, like obviously walking away from something, but really like you're closing the door on something with this like sense of dignity and the sense of peace, knowing that you're made the right decision and you're ready to move forward. And the Ace of Swords, aces are about new beginnings, new starts. Swords are about the intellect, communication, the mind. So between this, I feel like this feels a lot like your shift of energy. Like you've decided something. You've really decided I am walking away from something and I'm moving forward with peace and dignity, knowing that I've made the right decision. This could be, it could be about a job. It could be about a family member. It could be about a relationship, whatever that is. I whatever works, but it does have something to do with your heart space, something emotional. There's a lot of emotion, to it. That's not to say there isn't emotion tied to something with a job. Maybe you're really invested in your job. And there could be something that comes in that's really like a really beautiful offer that's coming from a place of love. I don't mean like romantic love. So if it is like, if your situation is you're in a job and you're like, okay, I'm ready to move forward. I'm letting go of this job. Whether that means you've taken action or you've just made the decision, because the Ace of Swords here is really making me think you've just mentally decided, you've accepted, you've made that decision, you're ready to move forward, and you're embracing anything new that is ready to come your way. There's a new start here. So I feel like there's like this immediate closing. It's like a chapter in a book. You're flipping the page and moving on to the next chapter. And so when I say it comes from a place of love with the Knight of Cups, this could just be like a really generous offer. It could be something really emotionally fulfilling. It could be something that brings up emotion in you if it's, job related or career related. It could be something you really wanted. And maybe when I say it comes from a place of love, it's coming from universal love. So it's coming from a place that's, it's meant for you and always has been. If it's in relationships, sorry, I feel like my voice just like closed up. In terms of like relationships, friendships, family, love, if this is your story, if this fits into your current, energetic situation or circumstances, I feel like there is that closing the chapter, ready to move forward, the sense of like, I know who I am. I'm ready for more. I'm ready for better. I'm ready to move forward. There isn't a sense of like hate or ill will or spite or anything like that. Like you really have just like let go of whatever is here. You've really let it go and you're ready to move forward. And there's a lot of there's a lot of really beautiful energy coming into your life now. Whether you've experienced it now, you're feeling something in the ethers, but there is a beautiful big energy that's on its way to you. You're about ready to be like bathed and blessed in this beautiful energy and whatever blessings come with that energy. It does feel like, I don't feel a sudden shift in this change. I do feel like there's like an opportunity of communication, a channel of communication, it could be a new thought, like maybe you've decided all of a sudden, I have feelings for this person. Holy cow, I never knew. And maybe this could be you, the Knight of Cups, taking action towards that person, express how you feel. But I personally feel like with this energy, this really does feel like external to you, that this is something outside of you coming towards you. It could be an apology. It could be love. I feel like it's my intuition is definitely picking up on more of a love offer. It doesn't have to be, this huge gesture that's romantic and just fiery and passionate, but I'm getting a sincerity behind it. With the Ace of Swords, I'm getting the sense of clarity and knowing. There's a sense of knowing here that maybe this person or somebody that comes into your life kind of on a whim. I just felt like there's a surprise, but it's not a huge shock or anything. It's kind of a surprise when it does enter, and it feels nice. Like whatever this surprise is, you're like, this was nice. This was off guard. But it felt really nice. Like this person has a really good energy and I'm curious about them. And they're very curious about you. They're so even if they've never met you, or maybe they know you a little bit, maybe they know of you. They know of you through people, through friends, or even through family. Maybe they've just seen you about, town, your city or whatever. Maybe they see you at the same place every Saturday morning, those people who go to coffee shops. Maybe you go to the bookstore, whatever, and you're always in the same spot reading a book or whatever. And this person has been, they've noticed you. They've taken notice to you where I get this feeling you probably think you're someone who does not stand out or does not get noticed. But I feel like this external energy is somebody who's taken notice to you, is very curious about you, and has this very sincere energy. They want to get to know you. This Ace of Swords doesn't really give me the feeling of straight communication. It has more of a curiosity and a knowing and an understanding. There's a sense of knowledge here with the Ace of Swords, both between you understanding your worth and your value and deciding I'm ready to move forward in my life from whatever is not serving me anymore, is not helping me grow, it's holding me back. And I leave it behind with love. I send it love and, move forward in peace. And then there's a sense of just curiosity from this Knight of Cups. So this really is this is a really beautiful, just loving energy that's really coming through. I feel for some of you, this definitely feels like somebody who's had their eye on you. They've seen you from afar. I really don't have any more. I could give you examples, but I'm not feeling anything specific. It could very well be like I said, you go to a coffee shop often, or maybe you're part of a network group, a Facebook group or a different social networking group, and you're active in it and you're passionate about it. And, someone takes notice because of the way that you talk, the way that you speak, especially with the Ace of Swords here. Someone's taken notice to you, they're curious, but also, like I said, there's Ace of Swords it's about the intellect, the mind, communication, knowledge, knowing. And I do feel like there's a sense of this intellect that's very present in this energy, both on your end and their end. There's something that's just really floating. It's there's nothing that's really solid. It just feels like it's floating. It feels like you are very unaware of something that's coming in. And I don't want to say it's going to be a shock, but I think it would be a surprise. So if you are this isn't someone I'm getting a sense it's creepy or anything. I don't get that at all. This person is I'm getting the sense there's a lot of maturity, especially with this ace here. They're very intelligent. You're very intelligent. I'm getting that too. I just feel like this Ace of Swords is kind of drawing both these energies together from different places. Yours is, one of growth, one of maturity, one of learning, one of, you're evolving as a person, and learning a lot about yourself and really what your worth is, what your value is, and what you want out of life, and what you want with a person, or what you want in your career. And this person, like I said, it could be, a love offer. It could also be like a job offer. It could also be someone who has their own business, who's like, hey, I've seen you active in this social media, network group, and you're really intelligent, and you really are passionate about something, and you have this presence, and you really know this topic or know this material or whatever, and I'm looking for one. Like, it could just be, right? This is so freaking random, but I'm just trying to give some examples as to how this could play out. And, don't try to make this fit where it doesn't fit, but where it makes sense in your story. But I do feel like this is a very light energy that's really good. This isn't something that's going to be like, oh my God, not again, or like, more drama, or like, why is it like this? Why is it always that? It's a fresh energy because it's new and it's different, but it's like, oh, you've been waiting for something like this, something fresh, something different, something to explore. I personally am leaning more towards, my intuition is leaning more into the romantic feels of this energy, but it's definitely across the board in all areas. And this could also, like I said, this could be family. You could have, could have had conflict about something with someone, and maybe you've both been like, ding dong, you've figured out what the conflict was and ready to make peace with it and move forward. So there's an apology on its way, whether it's on your end or their end, but ready to close out on that energy and move forward. So that's beautiful. I love that for you, whoever you are, whoever this is for. Anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this message. Thanks for watching.